Greetings folks, it's been a while, but I'm back today to share with you a first look at the brand new iPhone 14 Pro from Apple, which was released today. So the unboxing experience is no different to what we've seen in recent times with recent releases. The box is slimmer now that there's no power brick included in the box, and inside you've got your power cable, documentation and sticker, and if your device still has the eSIM card tray, then there's a tool to remove your SIM card. A little more on that later. Now there is no doubt that this is a beautiful piece of hardware, oozing with quality and great design, but if you're coming from an iPhone 13 Pro like I am, then you're going to be feeling a little disappointed because I'm going to be honest with you, to me they're pretty identical. The only differences I could see were the slightly larger lenses, slightly more curved corners, and the repositioning of the front facing camera and the Face ID sensors, which have moved downwards a little bit from their little notch at the top into their very own island. A little bit more on that later too. And yet with all that being said, somehow I wasn't surprised when I realised that my iPhone 13 Pro leather case, the official leather case from Apple, just didn't seem to fit on this new phone. No matter how hard I tried, it was just a little bit off. I'm pretty sure I could have fiddled it on, but you don't really want to do that with your brand new expensive gadget. And of course I had to end up buying a brand new leather case for this phone from Apple, which cost a little bit. And when I have my iPhone 13 Pro and 14 Pro side by side, even the colours don't seem that different to me, even though the official name of this darker colour in the new 14 Pro Max is called Space Black as opposed to Space Grey. However, I'm not too bothered that much. It's still a great colour and it still complements my stainless steel Apple Watch 7 quite nicely. So here in the UK, the phone that Apple is selling still has the SIM card tray, but Apple announced that this is something they'll be phasing out in other regions, and I believe in other countries you won't be getting the SIM card tray. This has been causing quite a stir for people, as people aren't really ready to go full time on the eSIM, as it does trap them a little bit more in that walled garden. But to be honest with you, it seems like one of those changes that will probably get picked up by other manufacturers too, so I guess we better get used to it. The camera lenses, or camera bumps as people like to call them, are a little bit larger, but again they don't look that different to the iPhone 13 Pro, and if they are a little larger it is very negligible. But I guess it's to be expected with all the improved camera and photo quality that Apple's promising this new Pro device. As usual, the setup was a breeze, and really Apple does it better than anyone else when it comes to device migration, and the whole experience is always pretty simple, pretty straightforward and pretty solid. And the process also prompts my Apple Watch to repair with the new device too, which is a nice touch. Once you're in, the look and feel is very familiar. You've obviously got all the new features of iOS 16 to look forward to, but within moments, as your phone goes into its standby mode, you're greeted by the always on display. And this is an exclusive feature of the 14 Pro, taking advantage of the slightly better chip that it has over its other iPhone 14 siblings. It seems like a pretty cool feature. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I need to spend a bit more time with it before I can tell you whether I like it or not. As I mentioned before, the iPhone 14 Pro has a revamped camera system and a brand new photonic engine. Yes, a photonic engine. Sounds like something from a Star Trek movie. You know, Apple and their naming conventions. But again, I'll need some time to test that, and that's something I'll definitely get back to you on in my full review. And then, of course, there's the dynamic island. Only Apple could take a notch from the front of the device that everybody loved to make fun of and turn it into a feature that everybody's going to probably want and other manufacturers will probably try to replicate in future. And they even managed to give it an epic name to boot too. Yep, how very Apple. And so far, I like what I see. It's a thoughtfully designed and versatile widget that gives this phone a brand new superpower that no one saw coming. I can't wait to spend some time with it to see which apps take advantage of it and to see how it will change how I interact with my iPhone going forward. So stay tuned while I take this phone through its paces and come back to you with my thoughts and experiences in my full iPhone 14 Pro review. So thank you for watching my video, and until the next one, see ya. Peace.